Hey everyone, welcome to your workout. This is going to be more of a stretch workout, so you don't need anything, just your mat. We will stretch out the hamstrings, stretch out the back, the legs, the shoulders, all that fun stuff. So just grab your mat and I'll catch you in just a second. For the first stretch, we are going to get on our knees and we're going to get into this thigh stretch. So you can either have your toes curled under or flat on the mat. And you're just going to start out with a gentle hinge or lean back. I'm going to scoot a little bit forward here. And just warming up for more stretching. You can also end up in a camel stretch. So right now I'm just doing gentle single leg or single heel taps. And then you're going to land in this camel stretch. So this is a point where if you're not able to reach that far down, you can put your hands on your hips and arch your spine. It's a good little back bend for a stretch in the spine. Or you can reach your heels and then lift up in your chest. So then you are opening up your chest muscles are getting stretched out, and you're stretching out your thighs and your hips in the front right here. These muscles. Hold here. Sometimes the painful stretches are the ones that you need the most. And then you're just gonna push yourself back up. Stretch it out. Let's do a little mermaid style side body stretch. Now you can take one leg out and you get a deep side body stretch on this side, tenting your fingers. Hold here. Let's circle this arm. 1, 2, and 3. And then if you even want, wrap that arm behind your back so you can see my hand is coming around here. Open up your chest and hips again. Oh, and your lower back is getting a good deep stretch. And then you're gonna push with the hand that's on the mat, push and come down to the opposite side and get a real good side body stretch here. You can pulse into it. 3, 4, 5. And then let's go into the other side. So now we take it down to the floor. Deep side body stretch here. Open up. Take the top hand and wrap it behind you, binding. You can do a single bind here. And look up, stretch out your lower back. Then use the hand to push up and lean to the other side. Relax and stretch. And then let's push down. We're going to do this on the other side too. So you're going to dive yourself down a little bit. So from the side view, I am sitting into my glutes and hips and stretching down the middle, kind of to the side of the leg that's extended. Breathe into it. And then carefully come up, switch the legs. We'll do the other side now. So again, you're getting into this side body stretch. It's targeting this inside leg muscle. Just getting a deep stretch. You can target the shoulders and the upper spine. And then carefully crawl your knees to an all-fours position. So we're going to lift up into our cat-cow and then roll forward. This is a really good spine and core extension and flexion. So as you lift up, you're exhaling and rolling the spine. Lifting up and down. A couple of those at your own pace. And I think I forgot to do the chest stretch on the other side. Let's do a thread the needle though. Oh, I forgot to do the arm circles. So let's just do these on the other side. 2 and 3, 4 and 5. And then open up. Let's thread the needle 5 times. 1 and lift up. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was my fingernail hitting the mat. 5. Let your shoulder go all the way down to the mat. And this time you can also do a bind with your arm reaching around, and you get deeper into this stretch. Just hang out here for a second and then reach forward. Hands are back to the mat. Let's take the other side. We've already done the arm circle here, so let's just thread the needle. You're hovering. And 2, 3. On number 5, we will come all the way down. 4, open up. And 5, drop it down. So your arms can go like this. 1 in front and 1 down on the side on the mat here. And then you can also wrap that top arm and grab your left leg. If it's your right arm, you're grabbing your left leg. You just wrap your body. Get a deep stretch. Good. Open up. And then let's go into a bunny pose, or some kind of a bunny pose, a variation of it. You can put your hands behind your head in a prayer position. The hips are up. If you want to deepen the shoulder stretch, push your hands forward and try to lift your chin. So you're trying to put your chin directly on the mat like this, just with your arms outstretched. Reach, 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 reach. And then carefully roll yourself up. Now we're going to sit down on the mat and do a couple of forward folding exercises. So the first one is going to target the hamstring. So you can sit forward and fold, or you can extend the leg out more to the side and then take an elbow to the floor or some part of your leg. So even if you're leaning on your leg like this, that's one option, or come a little bit lower and then just open up. Stretch it out. And you can see if you can reach even lower, or even take both hands out and get a deep upper body stretch. And then come up. Put both hands, stretch. We're going to do another variation of this hip stretch. Now we're just doing a chest stretch as we transition to the other side. Okay, so this one, the elbow is coming to the floor, or even just resting on your leg right here. If that's as far as you can go, if you can go a little bit deeper, give it a shot. Oh, and reach, reach, reach. Even try to go lower. See if you can almost touch those toes. Oh, I can touch them, but then my arm is covering my face. So you can see how far you can go without lifting the hip up off the floor. Hold here. Then you can pick up both arms. And then let's push up with the chest. Then let's bring both legs in, and now we're gonna push our hips up with the chest. So you're gonna walk your knees to a comfortable position. Push up, 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 up. You're gonna pull the glutes in closer if you can, so you're not digging into the lower spine. You wanna feel the glute stretch. Then we're gonna take one foot in front of the other and switch the legs. Stretch that way. All right, now we're going to take a forward fold from the front view, you are just extending your legs forward and pushing forward from your hips and over your feet. So let's just do a couple of these. Lower and lift. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you can gradually try to reach your feet, or you can even put your hands underneath your knees and see if you can bring your face closer to your knees. If you need some assistance, grab a belt or a towel, put it around your feet so you feel like you're successful in this deep stretch. Then we're gonna come back up. We're gonna go into a half split Ardha Hanumanasana yoga style stretch. So you're gonna push forward. We're gonna build into it just a little bit. Pushing forward into the Ardha Hanumanasana. It's a hard one to say. And then you're gonna land. You don't wanna pull one hip back. So if this hip is pulling back, try to line the hips up on the same plane, even if you can put your hands to your hips. And then you wanna lean, just like what we did, the forward fold, you wanna lean on top of this leg. So you're facing both hips to the front. And then you can lean your head to the knee. Hold it for a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds, maybe if you can try a little bit longer, go for it. Then we're gonna switch the legs. So again, we're gonna guide ourselves into this stretch. So you're pushing into it just a little bit. You can put the hand on the leg if you need to. And then we're going to land into this stretch. So again, you are squaring off the hips. A lot of people say squaring off the hips. Both hips are facing the same direction, and you are in this half split position with your head getting close to the knee. If you're somewhere up here, that's okay. Use maybe some yoga blocks or a stool or a prop so that you're a little bit closer to the stretch. Otherwise, try to lean and hold. You're feeling that in the hamstring. And then what we're gonna do is a dancer style stretch. So now you are grabbing the back foot. So we're focusing on the back leg, and you're gonna try to catch the foot with the hand. You can do a variation where you're trying to grab one hand over the other if you're able. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just gonna pick it up so I can stretch out my hamstring and this hip right here. Not my hamstring, my quad. This muscle down here. So this is a semi-pseudo dancer pose. Release it. I'm gonna turn and face the other way. Bring the right leg forward and the left leg you're catching. And again, you can also try to do this dancer pose. You could do this when you're standing. That's a good balance challenge. So you're stretching, getting a deep quad stretch. Leaning into it. Then we're going to release that, come into a standing Skandasana, just stretching out both legs. And then I'm going to turn to the side and do hamstring stretch. So if you had a chair and you were to hang your hands over the chair, this would be your hamstring stretch. And you're just going to dance into the stretch a little bit. Your feet are a little bit wider than your mat. And just push into this hamstring stretch, even if you want to put your hands behind your back and hang here. And this is a good stretch for the legs and the back. If you want to dip down a little bit lower, try that. And then carefully bend the knees if you're going to come up, or take it down to the floor so my head doesn't get chopped off in the video. And that's going to be it for this stretch session. You always need to take some time to stretch. You don't always have to be in fitness mode, but this is a good little break from that crazy stuff. So Hope you have a great day, and we'll get back to the more of the fitness tomorrow or the next day. Have a great day. Bye.